Good morning. I'm out here with Jimmy Staffey. We're at the Leatherwood Overlook. We're going to check it and maybe go down to Bandy, check a few other things. Old saying is, you don't like Tennessee weather, wait a couple of weeks. In the last 3 weeks, it's been 2 or 3 below zero. We've had 4 inches of rain, uh, high of 68 to 70. Now today it's 22 degrees, so chilly day. Maybe it'll warm up a little bit. We're going to get warmed up doing a little bit of hiking. Talk to you in a minute. About a year ago, Jimmy and I were out here. This called the Tompkins Cemetery. I relayed the story that the park tells about a black man that was killed by a supervisor, didn't want to pay him. I relayed that story, but then I get out here and there's not one grave but 2 graves. So that confused me at the time, so reading up more about it, could well be these fields were known as the Thompson Fields. Rather than Tompkins, could it have been Thompson? And some feel this was a husband and wife buried here rather than the black person. Goes to show you, any stories you hear about Big South Fork, you'll hear people start their story with the phrase, "I've been told," or something to that effect. A lot of stories up here get embellished over the decades, so this may well be a husband and wife rather than a black person. One of my favorite overlooks is the Leatherwood Ford Overlook, the end of Ralph Burke Road. Yeah, we came in from the Bandy Creek side and turned on Ralph Burke and drove to the end of it. Alrighty, one of the banes of all the outdoor areas are wild feral hogs. They tore this place up. Jimmy done found part of the hair off one, but they've been in here in probably last night. It's not just 1 or 2, there's a bunch of them. This whole area is rooted up. They just keep getting worse and worse. I don't know. It's not good for the wildlife, especially deer. They wipe the acorns out and don't leave a lot for the deer to eat. But this is something you see everywhere. I'm covered up in my house. No different up here at Big South Fork. Alright, we've hiked back from the overlook. Now we're going to turn down over the hill and go to Bandy Creek. It's my first time coming in over the top. I usually go across Leatherwood, walk the river, and up Bandy Creek, but they say this way is a lot easier, so we'll find out. Getting ready to go over the hill. Alrighty, found the gap through the bluff. Now just going to ease on down to the waterfall. Really, really neat. I've not seen this bluff before. Still got ice from that could have formed last night maybe. It was in the 20s all night. Well, we made it. We slid down a bluff. I'm not sure we were on the right trail, but we got here. Bandy Creek Falls. Been here once before. I think the long way is the easier way. Bandy, I think I read, was a derivative of the word abandoned. People that settled there back in the early 1800s went from abandoned to Bandy Creek. Beautiful. Whole lot of flow today. We got one car up here at the top and one at Leatherwood. We're going to walk back by the creek, go out Big South and hit the blacktop and go in that way. Make a point to point out of it. Well, alrighty, I think we're going to make it back in one piece. Basically walked the bluff from Bandy Creek, came down over the hill to the river, got here and there's a bunch of ribbon. We don't know, usually folks put stuff up to signify something, but no telling what these are. One story I read about Bandy Creek Falls was that they found a small amount of gold back in the early 1900s, but nothing ever came of it, so I don't know. We're almost back to Leatherwood Bridge. Leatherwood, I always wondered about that name. I read that it was a tree that had a very soft cork-like structure to it, hence the name Leatherwood, only found right around that area right there. So again, as I said earlier, when you talk about Big South Fork, you always say something to the effect, I've been told, or the story is, because A lot of what we know about this place is not really accurate. It's been kind of enhanced, I suppose you'll call it, over the years, and hard as time goes what's factual and what was just enhanced and told over and over. We're almost back to, we're going to go underneath the bridge, then we will hit the road for a short distance into the Leatherwood parking area. Been a bit of a trip today. I mean, we eased down over a steep bluff to Bandy, and then we walked back out the way that I've come, and the river being up so high that we've had to kind of go up the hill quite a bit. Bushwhacked totally all the way. I'm, as the old saying goes, getting almost too old for this stuff. Well, not really, but we'll keep doing it. Opposite side is the first little overlook on the O&W trail. A little place you can stop and watch the river. A lot of water, but tomorrow and Sunday they predict maybe upwards to 4 more inches. This thing will be literally out of its banks. Alrighty, we're back where we left. Gonna get in Jimmy's car and go over and get mine to Ralph Burke's road. Rough trip today. We slid down the hill to Bandy, then walked back out the long way out to where it hits Big South Fork, and it was a rough trip, but we made it. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you later.